She made it.
I stayed overnight. I came like last night.
She just got out of her tent. The tent is outside.
The tent is outside.
Did you freeze, girl? You look good.
You look good. You must have had your hairdresser in there.
Yes, I did.
She had more time.
She had a lot of time to get it together.
Y'all should stop it.
No, we're
You're
not
looking
gonna stop.
beautiful.
Thank you. Y'all
Yes,
have a gorgeous.
no.
Look at the necklace.
Thank you.
Oh, that necklace is
that?
fabulous.
Habaragani.
Nia.
Habaragani.
Nia.
Purpose. Yes.
Yes, purpose.
Yes, purpose.
Yes, and it's time for us to get into what's going on. But first of all, I want to say that my name is Wyoming Paris.
My name is Linda Powell.
I'm Peggy Morris.
I'm Charlene Day.
And we are Four Sisters Live. We're so happy to be here today with you all.
Welcome.
Thanks for tuning in. We're so happy. Most of you all should have finished all your Christmas shopping, got it all the way, even your return shopping. You should have returned all your gifts by now. And come and join us and tell your people, call them and let them know that Four Sisters Live is on right now. Tell them to turn into VoxWave.com. Or if you have questions today, we got a Power Pack show. We have some wonderful information to share. So you can call in with questions at any point in time today. But we want you to know that we're here for you. And the number here in the studio is 240-719-2560. So just join in, call us, and let's have fun today, okay? Because we are ready.
Yes.
So we have
We
to
are
go back.
happy.
We have to go back to our girl Diane.
What is
'cause
that?
we
Yeah,
happy
Diane,
folks.
with Diane, cause she set the baby.
H-A-P-P-I.
H-A-P-P-I.
Happy. Yes, we are so happy. We are wonderful to see another blessed day. We came in the snow. Hello.
Oh
We are here.
We
I
woke
told you,
up.
The
whatever
roads
weather
were
calls
good.
for.
The roads
Yeah,
were
it was.
good. I
It
got
was.
up and I cleaned off my sidewalk. I didn't do my neighbors this time, but I did clean off my sidewalk. Since
they'll
I got the
understand.
corner house, I said I clean off, all of that, and that gave me energy. Actually, that
There
gives
you
me a
go.
lot
Get
of
that
energy
blood
to
moving.
get out
Get
there.
that blood starts moving.
Because I wanted to make it out here.
Yeah, because I saw your note, your
You
text
saw my
message,
note?
and I'm
It's
like,
like,
oh,
uh-oh.
no, we can't have
You
this.
can't have, because
No.
I'm scary cat. Like I'm a country girl. I'm like, you don't play with snow.
No, I'm with you,
No,
honey.
you ain't got
I'm
no
with
dirt
you.
to pack the tires with. No,
No
Look,
chains. No
I
chains.
told you all that I had a
No.
dream, right? When I said in my text, I had a dream about
What's the
our
dream?
show.
What's the dream?
The dream was that she and I was the only one.
Where was I?
You weren't even around either. So we know
The subway couldn't make it.
Yes.
And you know what that meant? She's here today on time.
Oh,
That was a good sign.
You know that wasn't a dream. That
was a
wasn't
good
a
sign.
dream.
That was
That
a
was
good
my
sign.
dream. It was so cute when I woke up. I'm like, I dreamt that Peggy and I were the only one in the station.
Oh, that was about to be true, but not for you, right, Linda?
No.
Okay.
Uber duber.
There you go, girl.
And
That's
I'm
guaranteed,
Uber.
right? Guaranteed.
That Uber. But yeah, this is awesome. And I had a wonderful Christmas.
I did too.
I mean, really, it was so exciting for me this year, my family. It's
Yeah.
nothing like spending the holidays with
Same
your
here.
family.
Yeah,
And get a chance to woosah down and relax from all the hustle and bustle you've gone through for the past 11 months or so. And you just got to take some time and just do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And relax
Focus
and be with family.
on
And
family.
and regroup and focus in on what's important.
Right.
And that was very important. My
So
son
important.
came in from California.
Oh,
He's
that's
out
awesome.
back in LA, although he took 4 layovers to get there.
Oh.
He was like, Mom, still laying
It's
over.
worth
wow.
it. He got to spend time with mommy.
Yeah, but it was wonderful. And the children enjoy it. And it's about the kids, I guess
Yeah.
when you get
About the
older,
kids.
it's like, oh, it's Christmas and it's fun, it's lovely and lovely
A break
to
from
see
the
and
norm.
blessed to see.
Oh.
Yeah,
break
yeah,
from the norm.
yeah.
A break
Did you
from
go
the
out of
norm.
town? Did you do anything?
I didn't, but I'm going to say something that you guys, especially my health to conscious people over there, forgive me for this. But I'm very family orientated, and so I believe in extended family and so on and so forth. But I was not trying to cook and clean my house, so I asked the family to meet me at McDonald's.
I said McDonald's. See, if I'm a psychic, I'm going to say McDonald's. I
McDonald's.
would say, no, you're not going to say McDonald's.
It was McDonald's. I ate at McDonald's for Christmas dinner. I didn't go over anybody's
Because
house.
were they the only ones open in your
They were
neighborhood?
the only ones
Oh, you live
open.
way out in the country.
Well, the Chinese, we tried to break in there, but they had their family. That was just not fair. I thought they were open because, But anyway, so I ate at McDonald's, and I had a fish fillet sandwich, and I bought my own green tea to really make myself feel good. and I got their salad, and their salad had these large orange carrots. Like, what is this? This cannot be.
That meant you weren't supposed to be there.
So it wasn't. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to play Uno and spot it with my family and call it a day. And say, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy the moment. And yeah, so that's what I did.
So what did you do, Lynn?
Well, all of a sudden I got a call around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was still in my PJs from my godson. Bless his heart, he had to work. And he's a director at a nursing senior home, recreation specialist. So he was making sure they were getting themselves together, but he was wore out. And he was not too far away. So he said, well, you know, I like to bring the boys over. His son was over out from college. His in Atlanta, so it's like, okay, and Mom was, so I said, bring them all over. I started cooking. I had to run to the Giant right fast. And get some food. Well, get a turkey because I bought a turkey and I stir fried that turkey. Stir fried. Chop. I have skills. Just want to let you know. I stir fried that turkey. Had some jerk wings. Had some greens.
Go ahead, girl.
We had a good time. So I had a wonderful Christmas with my family. I just loved it. Absolutely.
I did the same. I went to Baltimore to spend time with my mom, my sisters, all my sisters. You know, I have 5 sisters, right? And my son, grandson. My grandson was sick. But it was just nice to be with family and just enjoying dinner with them. And I didn't have to cook. Okay, so I was fine. So, guys, we ready to rock and roll?
We're ready to rock and roll.
What's going on in your world, Peggy? I am so excited that the Sisters for Sisters Network were in the magazine. Did you share that?
Oh my God!
Yes.
Did they say number 11 in PG County?
Yes.
One
Prince
baby.
George's County.
Prince George's, yes.
Sorry.
Number 11.
She's from Howard County.
I'm from Howard County. Sorry. Prince George's County. HC, baby. Okay. But
DC. But
DC.
DC's in the house.
Prince George's County. Congratulations, my sister.
We did it.
We did it.
Yes.
One beautiful picture.
That was awesome.
One thing about that magazine, I want people to really invest in that magazine. It's an online magazine, and also you can purchase it, you know, hard copy. But if you looked at that copy that I sent you, it really gave you a lot of information on what's going on in Prince George's County, especially with the growth and development. I'm talking about new structures, new buildings, new developments that are coming up in Prince George's County that I didn't even know. So I really suggest people to get a copy of the Prince George's Suite magazine because it's really going to keep you informed. And I'm definitely going to use it for myself because that's going to keep all of us connected, correct?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, they've been around a while, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's for several years.
And I've done some work with them as well. Did you see the article in there with Kevin Durant?
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Awesome.
You didn't see that?
Amazing.
Yeah, I was part of that piece. I even photographed that article, that piece. I did that.
Oh,
Yes.
go girl.
Yes.
Miss Photographer
Miss
herself.
Photographer.
Yeah, she
Heaven.
is.
Yeah.
She has skills. She has skills too.
So I feel part of the magazine because that's what we're going to use to empower our community. Okay.
Well, in the meantime, what else is going on? Because I know you have some things that you want to share with us.
Yeah, with Sisters for Sisters Network, that's our organization.
Yes.
We do 2 main events each month, and that's our Sister Circle Business Network meetup, which is always on the first Tuesday of the month. We have our Sisters Networking event that we do on the third Sunday. But on January the 2nd, we're going to have our Sister Circle Business Network meetup. So if anybody has a business or inspired to start a business, that's where you need to be. We're going to be at our training center, 4640 Forbes Boulevard in Lanham, Maryland. And if you need more information, send us an email at events@sistersnetwork.org. That's me. Oh, and the time we do that from 6 to 8 p.m. Tuesday, January the 2nd.
Give that address information again.
4640 Forbes, Forbes Boulevard, and it's in Lanham, Maryland.
Absolutely.
Good
stuff.
So what you got going on, Lynn?
Well, let's see. Well, this evening, of course, being Purpose, there's an event. I'm gonna try. Hopefully, if you all don't keep me That's
day
what I plan to
day.
go. Oh, I tell you.
Well, that means
But
we
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
get you
yeah.
out
I
of
plan to
here,
go
right?
all the way.
Right,
Yes,
right,
it's a
right.
wonderful event, and it's called the Nia Kwanzaa Celebration and Black Women's Entrepreneur
Oh, wow.
Expo, and it's going to be at 1925 Vermont Avenue Northwest, and that's going to be today.
Wow, that's
go.
awesome.
And it opens at 11 a.m. And then there's the one I really want to go to is the African Holistic Health Association
Wow.
Academy for ID Education. They're having a Kwanzaa celebration also. And that event is at the Davis Center, which is 6218 3rd Street Northwest, from 1 to 6, Washington.
And that's
So,
today.
That's today. So I'm going to try to make one of those.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Well, you
for
should
Go
take
with
the
you.
show off.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Linda,
Take,
you
show all that
That
pretty
is
stuff
fun.
off. I may go with you actually because I really want to see me. I love
That's
celebrating
awesome.
Kwanzaa. Yes.
This will be my
It's-
first
it's
event for the
wonderful.
season.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a wonderful thing that we celebrate our African heritage.
I
anyway,
agree,
This time of
100%.
year is just a wonderful. It is recognized across the country.
Yes.
Millions and millions recognize Kwanzaa. So we want you to celebrate it in your way with your family.
With
That's
your
what it was
family.
designed
Yeah,
to be
designed
for us
for.
to come together and be a family. You don't have to be your blood family, but we all a family.
That's right.
We all are a community of
Yes.
one. And when we do that and our minds are set and we're ready to receive that, we are celebrating every principle because Kwanzaa is representing 7 principles, 7 candles. And those 7 principles, that's what they made principles because we got to go back to living on principles.
Exactly.
Yes,
yes.
We've got
I
away
agree.
with not living on principles.
Absolutely.
Can I read the purpose?
Oh,
Sure,
purpose
absolutely.
Yes,
Today is
okay.
Today is
Nia
day 4.
is purpose.
Yeah.
Day 5. To make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. We are the
Wow, that's
greatest. We are the
awesome.
In
greatest.
spite of
So
what is being said and
we
done,
are the greatest.
We are. We
Okay.
built this
We
country.
built
so
this
we
country.
very much.
We
We
are
built
the
it.
greatest.
We built.
Yes. So
But that's what the
keep that in
principles are
mind.
built on, what we've done, and going back to our recognizing now young people need to understand.
Yeah.
Yes,
that
you are
as
great.
well, that
Don't
you are
ever
great.
let anyone tell you you're not great because you are great. You're the
And I
greatest.
put
You're
on the
here.
Facebook page today, live your life on purpose.
I love
heard
that.
that.
I love
Yes.
I
that.
heard that.
Yeah,
Yes.
gotta live on
I heard
purpose.
that.
So that's what we know that today means purpose. So our purpose here today is to bring some information to you.
Absolutely.
Some great guests is here today.
Ooh,
we
yes.
got
We got a house full.
It smells
House is
good
full.
in here. I smell an
know,
aroma.
that's
So you know what that means, but we got a great singer going to be coming up on our show today.
Wow. We even got a
some
brother in the
We got a
house.
brother in the
Woo,
house.
brother in the
today.
house. Woo,
Get
woo.
your pen and paper out now because you're going to need it. He's here to educate us on some things that we all need to be educated on
Finances.
about where you're
Yeah.
going in 2018, about your
Yes.
finances. All of us want to be a little bit more enriched. We want wealth, health, and prosperity. So we're on our way in
Focus.
2018.
That's it.
Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's
Let's
get
go.
ready.
So with that in mind, we'll be right back. We're going to take a commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Call
And
somebody.
yes, call somebody. We're on
Text somebody.
boxwave.com. We'll be right back.
Always sisters, always friends. Let's stay real close till the end. Forgiving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters, always friends. We have to live
back, we're back, we're back. Yes, always sisters, always friends. You did a great job on the infomercial.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
We should have been praying that at the beginning.
We could do it. We can always do it. It's no.
We can
it's
run
no
it on the
problem.
break.
We can run it, yeah, because I thought it was really nice.
Yes.
that
You
you
did.
did that.
Thank
Make us
you.
look like we know what we're doing.
We do.
We
We
know
got
what
this.
we're doing.
We got
Yeah,
this.
we're
Ooh,
not playing
yes.
this year. 2018, we just give
We
you
ain't
a
playing.
piece
Okay.
of what
We're
we
not
are and who
playing.
we are. That's what we do.
I am
Yes.
ready.
Yeah.
Okay. But in reference to the sisters, and we are sisters, always friends, and we have an opportunity now to share this moment in our segment about a sister, who was our history, our legend.
Yeah.
She was a hero
Yes.
in
Yeah.
our lifetime
Yeah.
at the time, and
Exactly.
we want you to know about a history and moment. And what is that, Charlene?
It's Harriet Tubman.
Oh yeah.
All
Always.
right, all
Everybody
right.
know
My
about her.
girl.
This is, your girl too. My girl. Like,
Yes.
seriously. Humanitarian, you know what I'm saying? They call her an armed scout. An armed scout. I
Watch
like her.
out.
She was packing.
She was back.
She was gangster.
all I see is the gun.
She was a gangster.
Yeah, yeah. They
Don't
even
mess
call
with
her a spy for the United States Army. I had no clue at one time. So, during the American Civil War. So I think that was like cool. So again, this Underground Railroad movement started with her saying, listen, hey, we want to free some slaves. We want to free you. And I listened to some great motivational speakers like Les Brown and many others say, you know what? The reason why, he can't free us, or most people, is because they're not free
Minds.
here.
Yes.
Exactly.
And so
Right.
even when she did free most slaves, they were still a slave.
And they
Mind.
said she would
She would
free
send
more
some-
people,
yeah.
thousands of more people.
Yeah.
Right.
But why? Because they were not ready.
They were not
Right.
ready. So they could have got her killed. Can you imagine you trying to escape and you're like, I gotta go back. Master gonna get me. You're like, well, you need to go on. She was shooting him. I would have been here at time. I'm like, you're not about to get me killed. I'm a snitch. I gotta go. Bang! And she just gone. Yeah. Not on national TV. But yeah, I'm serious. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta chop up. Okay, so my coach he did tell me, if you're gonna walk, I'm gonna make this the adequate way. So if you're walking up a mountain, right, and you're going up a mountain, and there's some weight on your legs, and you're trying to achieve a certain goal, he said, what do? You take out your machete, right?
you cut that leg
and
off.
you cut them off. They're
it
attached
off.
to a rope. They just fall down the mountain. So that's how Harriet Tubman was saying that's a more dignified way of saying it. Okay? So that's what you need to do in 2018. You need to
You gotta
detach
cut some
some people
people-
as
Yes.
you're going up. They're like heavyweight, but Harriet Tubman was our shero
yeah.
woman, which brings us to resolutions. Like, what's your
What's your
resolution?
resolution?
Peggy, what's your
Yeah.
resolution?
Mine's is just being focused, staying focused.
Continue.
Continue the journey of bringing our sisters and our brothers together so that we can work together and support one another.
Yeah.
So my key word, focus.
Yeah.
Focus.
Well, my key word is to remain happy
I love
and
that
free in my life, in my spirit. I want to be able to gravitate more in that because I believe when you do that, when your mind is free and you're able to let those things go, you can be ready to receive whatever the
Any
resolution
and
is going to
everything,
be.
yeah.
You may not have one, you may have 2 or 3 things, but guess what? Your resolution may not start the first day. It may start next month,
Absolutely.
the month after. But guess what? That's still your resolution.
That's
You
right.
start when it begins.
That's right.
So that's where I am with that.
Linda?
Linda, what's yours?
Organized thinking. I want to get more organized this year.
I
That is
love that.
definitely my goal, to plan. Stop, just doing things sometimes. Sometimes you got to just do things. That's how I end up on this wonderful show. Just happened, someone called and said, come and let's do it.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
And sometimes you have to be in that moment.
Right.
But then the other times you really have to plan day,
Yeah.
just plan daily. So that's what I plan to
And
do.
how-
More organized thinking.
Yeah.
And
I got
organizing
another one,
myself.
guys.
What?
Time management.
Time
Yes.
management.
Time
Yes.
management.
That was like the top 3 list when you go,
Yeah.
Google, like time management
Right.
is up there.
Yeah, time
Right.
management.
That is
Absolutely.
important.
So don't waste my time.
Okay.
I sound like Dr. George Frazier.
That's
Yeah.
right. Don't waste
Don't
my
waste my
time.
time.
Don't spend time.
I think somebody else here's a guest said, he's going to tell us probably, he said, J.R.
Yeah.
said, if you don't, something. Well, he gonna tell us.
Yeah,
something.
he'll tell us.
I
We'll let him
like
tell
that.
us. We'll let
I like that what he said,
We'll-
and
yes.
you know we're gonna make sure that we hold
let
him
him
to
say.
saying that because we're gonna.
That's gonna keep us
You know
accountable,
what we're
right?
talking
Right.
about.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right.
So, but
But
what
that's so true.
Yeah, but so what mine was is definitely habit. You know, being coached and watching a lot of my millionaire coaches. One of the main things that they say is consistency and
Yeah.
habits. They
Yeah.
say I don't believe in goals so much, Arlene. I mean, goals are there, but goals are a result of your habits. Like you got to consistently practice them
That's right.
every single day. So if you're saying that I want to lose weight, I want to eat healthy, you know, I want to have better time management. All those things are habits, and so my year is going to be all about habits. And so, which brings me to my guest, Vanessa Menego, right?
right. Yeah.
She's going to tell you,
First
and she's a
guest.
part of my resolution because she owns a wonderful studio right here in the county. So I'm so excited to share with you. I mean, hey, she is breaking in the market, a man-driven market of production. She basically I'll let her tell you everything. But anyway, but she's like this brand manager, like she's everything. And many of people, our sisters, Sure Woods, and everybody has used her products. And, I'm just excited to have you. So
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, tell them a little bit about you, what you do, and how you got started.
Wow, that's a long story, so I'll abbreviate it for you. I'm Vanessa Menego, and I own the VMI agency. I started out basically going to school for audio engineering, which I thought was going to be my career, until I had a bad ear infection, and I had to reinvent myself. I had the option of going into human resources, sitting behind a desk, but that's not me. So I went to film school, was laid off from a job, and started a company. You know, I basically prayed. I was like, God, okay, I'm married with a kid in film school. I can drop out of school, or I can walk in faith. So I decided to walk in faith. He said, use what's in your hands. And I started
There you go.
Webbox Media Group.
I love it.
So Webbox Media was basically, what box are you trying to get out of? That was the thought behind it, because everybody says, well, think outside the box. And I'm like, who created this box anyway for everybody to try to get out of, right?
Right.
So we did graphics and video things, all types of media, graduated from film school, reinvented myself again, and now we're the VMI agency.
And so where are you located?
We're out in District Heights. We actually just in September of this year opened up Switch Studios, which is a modular studio. If you want to change your backdrop, you want to change your chairs, like we set it all up for you. We reconfigure the studio based on our client, do full production, short films, documentary films, pretty much the full gamut of.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, so
Great.
yeah, I mean it's
love
it's
it.
been a constant process of reinventing myself. Basically, I grind in secret and I shine out loud. That's basically what we do.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
what you
good
do.
thing.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah.
good thing.
That is needed.
Well, you know
So
what else I
needed,
like?
yeah.
I like the fact that we definitely have something in common. We are PK children, so of course.
Oh, right.
Of course. But she was inspired to write a book recently, and I believe you launched that a couple of months ago.
I did.
And
I
I would
did.
love for them to know more about this book, and because
Oh, wow. So here's the thing about me, is that I'm a lot of people in one person. So the film and the media production and branding, that's what I do professionally, and that's what I'm passionate about. But I'm also passionate about dreamers,
I love it.
because I am a dreamer.
I love it.
I see things before I do them. And so when I see it, then I can do it. If I don't see it, I don't even pursue. I don't walk forward.
Right.
So I wrote a book for dreamers. It's called For Dreamers Only. Just very plain, very
You
simple.
didn't bring a copy of it?
I have copies.
Oh, bring it.
I didn't know we were going to talk about the book.
Yeah, you got to talk about everything with me. I will put you on the spot, honey. Don't let me do
So I
research.
did. I mean, it's a really, actually, I brought copies for you all.
Oh, wonderful.
So I'll sign them before I leave.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll sign them before I leave. But it's a 30-day devotional. You get a book and you get a book. But it's for dreamers only. It's a very simple 30-day devotional. It talks about dreamers in the sense of kingdom significance. So when we understand that we're not just here, and we don't have to, like, I say it this way, God created humans being. He did not create humans doing. And we get so caught up in the doing and making sure we're doing the right thing that we forget that we're just a tool. Like
we lose sight.
We lose sight. So we get so busy, and I got to go do this and do this, follow this formula for success and all of this. But God just wants us to be who He created us to be. We won't do the wrong thing.
I love this. This is actually
Ooh, I like this.
biblical. This is great.
Yeah, so basically it's encouragement for dreamers, people that
like
want to
this.
accomplish things, want to achieve things. You can pick up your copy, hit me on my
tell 'em where
inbox.
they can get the copy of it.
But it's really just encouragement for people who are able to see but can't see the way.
Yes.
It's really just encouragement.
like day
See,
16
you
on
fooled
there,
me.
too.
I'm gonna tell you, because I was looking for this person to walk in the studio.
Oh, she can do whatever she
But
wants.
that-
I mean,
Well, I changed it up. I changed it up.
I like that.
but I love it. I love it.
Thank
and I
you.
love
I
that
think that-
too.
Thank you.
That's
I like
true.
day 16. Opportunity knocks and distractions does too. Opportunity knocks,
Proverbs.
distractions does too.
Yes.
Yes, I
That's
love that.
important. We get a lot of distractions.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
But no, here's another one.
Uh-uh.
Your name says it all.
Ooh, I'm a good one. That name,
Yeah.
your name means a lot.
That's
Yes,
a brand.
it does.
It is.
It
So
does.
that is so true.
It does.
That is so true. Your name means a
Awesome.
lot.
Do you know your name? Your first name? What it means? Like, is it the first name or is it? What is it?
I think it's the full name,
It's
actually.
the full name. The way
Yeah.
it means
Oh, really?
something.
Yeah.
We need to do a
The
name
first
search
name,
about our
name.
own
Yeah.
name. Next
Yeah,
time we're
I
gonna
know.
come
When
back
you're
and talk
During this
Center,
time of
you
the
get your
year
name
in the
and it
Kwanzaa,
means
people
something
do name
special.
changes.
Yes.
They go
Do
through the
they?
naming
They do.
ceremonies.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So they,
I've been
you know,
to one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
naming
did too.
ceremonies in Kwanzaa is huge.
Beautiful.
Okay,
yeah.
name.
And it actually depicts exactly who you are and who you were born to be by your name. That's
Wow.
why names are so important. Don't let people call you outside of your name.
Yeah.
People call me outside of my name and said, hello, that's not my name. And I'm not trying to be mean, but that's not my name.
Right.
Well, you know, I had a situation where I was at an award event, and I brought up the fact there was another Peggy there, right? And so I came out and said, you know, Peggy, have you experienced the fact that somebody will say, you know, I'll say, my name is Peggy, and they said, you sure? Have you experienced that? When somebody will question your name.
Wow.
Question you?
That's pretty.
But no,
Because
but then
it's a
she
common
came.
name or something?
No, the fact she says, it's not Margaret.
Oh.
Because some, you know, there's
Some
some
people
Peggy's that
abbreviate
use
it too.
and use Margaret,
Yeah.
right?
Peggy
But if that was the case, I would have said Margaret, right?
Right.
Petty.
Right.
And they looked. This woman looked at me real strange and
Thought
said,
you were
"But
wrong.
yeah,
You look like a Margaret.
Maybe
You
you
don't know
look
your
like a
name.
Margaret.
Are you sure?" And I
Yeah.
said, "Well, my name is Peggy." She said, "But you're not Margaret."
You need to do some names. She may be that may be spiritual. I
That's really
don't know. Just
strange.
check it out.
Let's check it out.
I don't know.
Or-
Someone is that confident, like really. So, but this is
Or
like
something
really.
else.
That's a good point.
See
Let
what
me
you
check
did
it out.
with us?
I didn't do it.
You did it. You did it. It got us dreaming like about you. So I like this
I
one.
love
Your
this.
dreams will change you. In Jeremiah 29:11. I just quoted that.
He knows the plans
But
that
he
he
knows
has
the plan
for
that
us.
he has for us.
Yes, he knows
How
our
relevant
plans.
for what's happening on tomorrow, New Year's Eve. We're
Yes.
thinking about what
Yeah,
plans do we
right.
have
What
for
he
you for
plans for
2018.
us.
Right.
This is powerful.
And you know what's
This is
interesting
powerful.
is that
This
we
is
dream
wonderful.
as children. We dream. We dream
Yeah,
like I have a
absolutely.
2-year-old right now. She's a princess one day. She's a unicorn rider. Like she's so many things. And somewhere along the way, as we live and get older and we get kind of indoctrinated in our society, we are told that our dreams are dreams. Like that's where they belong. They
all it
belong
is.
at nighttime.
Yeah,
right.
They're not to be pursued.
Right.
But the one thing that is so funny, I think I was telling you this the other day. I had a dream when I was about 17 or 18 years old that I was working in the studio. And so my 18-year-old mind said, oh, you're going to do audio production, you'll be an engineer, you'll be this, all of this. But it was a progression. I never had owning a studio on my list. Never.
Right. Isn't that
Not ever. And every couple of years I would have the same dream.
Wow.
Wow.
But it was never on the radar. So only because I had a very bad ear infection. I had to have surgery on my ear. I lost part of my hearing, so my hearing is not reliable enough to be a studio engineer. Only because of that tragedy
Yeah.
did I go to film school.
Isn't that something?
And only because I went to film school do I now own the studio.
Ooh, girl.
But this has been more than 20 years in the making, but God knew that from the very beginning.
Go ahead
Amazing.
on. Come on, somebody.
It was in the making.
It was
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
in
Your
the
purpose.
making.
So
Yeah.
this book is really just to encourage people to dust off those dreams that they buried,
Absolutely.
like dig them up,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
dust them off,
This is
Yeah.
an
And make
awesome-
them
run
real.
after it,
Right.
and run after it.
This
And
is
make
so
it real.
after it.
awesome.
I
I
like
love
love
day,
that.
day 13.
Day 13.
Separated for success.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
And that's
Yes.
awesome. It says, know that the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. So that's
No, I,
important to
look, I got
listen.
one too. Look.
Look, we should
I
take
love
it up.
this book.
It's got to be a book time. We got to have a book
This
moment.
is wonderful.
Yeah, this
I
is
love
awesome.
this.
I love
This one says, dress for the dream.
Ooh, okay.
Romans 13:12 through 14.
We
Look,
can't give them the whole. We
this
can't
is
give
good,
them the
good,
whole.
yeah,
Y'all have to
exactly.
buy this book.
We have to
please.
buy
Dreamers
this. This is
Magazine.
encouraging them to buy the
This is
book.
so,
Get the
dude,
book.
we are
This is
encouraging
awesome.
to buy the book. I just have our last question as we wrap up. You know, some people have a dream to go into the studio, and you have this new wonderful studio
Right.
that's here in the county, and it's so excited that it's women-owned and operated.
That's beautiful.
All because of a dream that God gave you.
Right.
So what would you say, and how would you tell someone out there how to get in touch with you about actually pursuing their dreams of doing their podcast in your studio,
Yeah.
maybe having their own live TV type show in your studio,
Right.
like, cooking show, hint, hint, in your studio.
Right.
Yeah, those stock things. Yeah, all that type of stuff. Could you tell them how to get in touch with you and book
Sure.
something?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the studio, you can visit us online at switchdigitalstudio.com. And you can email me at team, TEAM, at VMI, as in Vanessa Monago International Agency.com. Or you can give us a call on 301-828-7664.
Vanessa, tell us about your last name.
Monago?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm married.
That's
Oh,
your
man,
married.
the cord. 'Cause
I'm
I was like,
married.
Monago. Yeah.
My husband's family actually is Portuguese. They have Portuguese background, so it's French Portuguese. And the rumor is that they are actually related to Omarosa Manigault.
really?
So the family name is
Oh,
Manigault,
okay.
but their branch of the family tree is Monago.
Okay.
Okay,
That makes sense.
awesome.
Seems
I
like a
love
similarity
it. I love
association
it.
there.
That is
I see
amazing.
Well, we really appreciate
really
you
do.
coming. It was
Yes.
wonderful.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
just
you for having
what
me.
we needed to start
Yes.
at the end of the year, to begin a new year
Right.
with this
I
book.
love
This
it.
is a
And it's
great
awesome.
devotional for your first 30
Yes,
days.
that's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
oh
It
my
needed
God.
this to
Let's
be
do
brought to
that.
us.
You know what? I think we as sisters need to do this for the next 30 days. What do you think, sisters?
I'm
The
with
next
you.
30.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
dream.
do it.
Let's dream together. We're going to
Yes.
make that
Yeah, we gotta
commitment with you,
dream.
Vanessa.
Yes.
To dream. We'll put this on our Four Sisters Live page. That we're going to do this 30-day devotional, and you're going to get it. Okay, so get it, and I'll have that address right there on the page for us to participate in this 30-day devotion.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, you're so
And
welcome.
one of the things before you go, one of the things that Sisters for Sisters Network have, we have so many women in the organization that are authors who have taken the time and have written books. So we actually have a committee or a group of women that get together
Oh, wow.
to talk about their books. So you need to be part of what we do so
Absolutely.
that you can share your book.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Give it up for Vanessa Manigault. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back on another side of our break. We have some great stuff that's coming up your way.
I smell something good.
I
I
smell
smell
something.
it.
Smell it.
Always sisters, always friends. Let's stay real close till the end. Forgiving each other, letting love cover. Always sisters, always friends. We have to live in
back. We're back. We're back.
Yum, yum, yum.
Four sisters.
Working
Live.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Yes, it smells good in the studio today. It's
Wish
a
you were
wonderful
here.
day because we are talking about health, living
Yes.
healthy, being healthy,
Kicking off the
thinking
new
healthy,
year.
kicking
From
off
the
the new year with
inside
some
out.
good, eating right. What we take in our body, say you are what you eat.
Yes, you are.
So we have a beautiful, lovely sister here today who is going to give us some tips on how to live right and eating right in that respect, how we can come down even our weight.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for that as well. But she comes prepared, and she's going to be sharing with us some samples of some things. So we're going to get a chance to taste some good stuff today as well. So I'm excited to introduce to all of you my girl, a sister friend that I've known for some time now, and she's a family friend. Her name is Grenetta Coleman.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hi.
So I'm here today, ladies, to show you a plant-powered way of eating. I teach people through Rooted Dish, my company, how to cook and eat plant-based meals. So it's based on the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine's program, Food for Life. And basically, they try to teach you the new 4 food groups. So the new 4 food groups are fruits, vegetables, grains. Oh, I'm pointing to the wrong things. Fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes. So legumes include your beans, your peas, your lentils, and tofu. So they try to encourage you to stay away from animal products. That includes meat, it includes beef, it includes dairy and eggs, because all of those things have saturated fat. They'll clog your arteries up. The number 1 killer of Americans is heart disease. So we really want to reduce cholesterol. In a couple of years, you will know someone with diabetes if you don't know someone already. So eliminating your animal products will help prevent that. So I'm going to make 2 recipes for you guys today. I'm going to get them started, and then we can keep talking. So the first one is a white bean chili. I like to mix it up, eating different kinds of beans. So the first one's going to be a white bean chili. I'm going to start with 1 onion that I've diced up already. I'm going to put that in a dry pan. I have not put any oil in here yet because the Physicians Committee, to keep your weight manageable, they try to limit the amount of oil that you use. So I'm doing a dry saute. The pan is completely dry, and if the onions start to stick, I can put a little water or a little vegetable stock in there, and that helps you keep those unnecessary calories out of your food. So in addition to that, I am going to add some beautiful orange carrots. Now, when foods have a color, that means they have protective benefits. So there's beta-carotene in onions that can help prevent and reduce the risk of cancer. So you really want to eat colorful foods because they will protect you.
Wonderful.
Okay, so while this cooks, it's going to take about 5 minutes. If you ladies have any questions.
No.
Okay.
Good.
Well, that
Yeah.
was new information for me that oil adds calories. So, yeah, because I'm always like dousing a pan with olive oil thinking it's healthy.
Yes.
But it's actually
Unnecessary calories.
unnecessary calories.
Yes.
Wow.
I know it works because I did it for 2 years. I lost 50 pounds. Doing
Yes.
exactly what you're saying.
There you
no
go.
oil, non-stick pan,
Yes.
and
Yes.
vegetable broth.
Exactly.
Cooking. It's a difference, but you know what? There's enough seasoning to make everything taste
is.
good. So
It
don't be
is.
afraid.
It is.
I love this.
And I want to tell you about onions. Onions are wonderful for you because they have antioxidant power. That means there's all these, you've heard about free radicals roaming around in your body causing destruction. They can cause your cells to mutate, causing cancer. So antioxidants neutralize free radicals. So the more antioxidants you can get into your diet, the better your chances of reducing cancer are, okay? And onions actually also have vitamin C. So it's great for your immunity. I have a young daughter, and she gets sick because, you know, she's in the school system, and it doesn't get me. It does not get me. I'm like Teflon. So it will help boost your immunity to eat like this as well.
That's good.
So this is
Learning something new every
I know.
There
I
you
know,
go.
but I'm
That's
still a
awesome.
little old-fashioned because I cut onions up. If anyone, no one gets sick hardly in my house, but we cut an onion up and stick it inside the window. So it's true. It does. It's.
Inside the
Well,
window.
I put it inside
Because
of my
of the air.
window.
Yeah,
never heard
and it
that.
draws
Yeah.
out
Okay.
impurities in your body.
I've heard of
Cold.
taping it or
you
tying
hear
it
about
to your
that?
I heard of
wrist
that,
to bring
yeah.
down the temperature.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I put it throughout my house. So, like me and my son never got sick, but when he went back to school, that's exactly what happened. I just started putting it back in the windows, and it started, helping with our house and
Yeah.
getting rid of the germs.
there you
Yeah.
go.
But back in the day when we had colds,
Oh,
you
don't,
were saying pulling the impurities out,
Right.
the cold
Right.
out.
don't talk about a
of your body.
potato. You left to the potato.
No, we put an onion in your sock and you put it
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Sure
Well,
did.
and that's
Yeah.
what I've heard. You
remember
put it
that.
on
And
your
you wake
on
up
the
and
bottom of
the
your
onion
foot.
is really drawn
dries
out and it
out,
dries out.
Yeah.
So that, and you will feel better.
That's
The
right.
old remedies and roots of
They
things
do work.
Yes.
they
They
work.
do
They
work.
work.
Gotta
Yeah.
get back to
So
it.
onions, I love onions.
Onions are great.
Yes.
So now I'm going to add some green chilies. It puts a little bit of different
Yes.
flavor into this chili. So these are Hatch chilies that are actually from a town in New Mexico called Hatch.
Oh, wow.
And they have a chili festival every year. So if you're looking for a spicy vacation, that would be a fun place to go, right? Right? And then I'm going to add a clove of garlic that I've minced up. I'm going to add my spices now, get it going. I'm going to add a tablespoon of cumin.
so
How many
good.
people like cumin? Yes. Yes.
What is
What's
that?
that?
Tell the people what that is.
What's that? We
Tell
don't-
the people what that is.
Yeah, so cumin is a spice that's used a lot in Mexican cooking. And it's got a really nice flavor. If you want to, you can smell it and see. You'll probably recognize it in a lot of your
Okay.
foods. And then I'm going to add some oregano.
Oh, it smells
I
good
love
in here.
oregano.
And these recipes that I'm preparing today will be on my website, Rooted Dish, so you can go there, rooteddish.com. And then I'm going to add some smoked paprika. So we're going to put that in
I'll
there.
tell you guys what happened with me. I thought the paprika was paprika. It was hot pepper. And I put it on the chicken.
Oh, my gosh.
We had hot peppery jerk chicken with our Christmas meal.
Oh.
I know. Well, yeah, Christmas meal.
Yeah, that was
I'm going
awesome.
to add 2 cups of vegetable broth. Since we're doing no animal products, we're just going to use vegetable broth.
Okay.
And I found it fascinating. I was traveling this summer, and I usually have my game plan for when I travel. And we were in Mexico, and I could not find vegetable broth. I was shocked. It was all chicken.
Wow. Because
I was
that's
like,
what
ooh,
most people used to
That
using.
changes my plan.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
Does that make a difference for you in that respect? Chicken broth versus. I know
Well,
it
because
does
I'm trying
for
to keep
flavor.
away from all the saturated fat.
Yeah.
So I just had to change my game plan up. I was like, I'll use water, make my own stock.
Okay.
So now I'm going to use 2 cans
Love
of
that.
Great Northern beans that have just been rinsed and drained. Pour those in here. And beans are a powerhouse because they have protein, they have calcium, they have iron, and they have fiber. And the great thing about fiber is that it keeps you regular, number 1.
Regularly going.
And it also cleans out your system. So it keeps you full. So fiber does a lot of good things for the body. So while this simmers, I'm going to make us a salad. All right.
Goodness.
Wow, we can't wait until we
eat.
taste this
I'm so
lovely
hungry.
food. What we're going to do, we're going to let her begin to start on the
yum.
salad. We're going to come back to you so you can start seeing what's really going on once she prepares this salad. And we got another treat for you, so stay tuned. Don't you smell it?
Smell that.
Yes. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.
We hope we don't eat it before it comes back.
I'm not a baby wait for his mama.